So then moving forward, my junior year, we played Eastern Tech, could never get over that hump for whatever reason.
They fucked us up. Bad.
And remember, I got hit late out of bounds, landed on my right shoulder, dislocated, but it popped in when they rolled me over. So then the doctors give me like 6 days. My mom come down on the field. I had my eyes closed the whole time. So I hear like, baby. I opened my eyes like, what are you doing here? I said, should I talk that damn fish you while moving? I said, I did. What are you doing, right?
11th grade year.
My 11th grade year.
Oh, okay.
So I'm laying on the sideline or whatever. So then I'm like grabbing my shoulder like, you know, mom being a mom. She like, if it hurt, let it out, baby. Let it out. I'm like, what are you talking? It hurt. I'm like, it hurt. She's like, it's okay. You can cry. I'm like, oh, you got me cry. So then I hear cussing the team out. Like I hear like, y'all let him hurt y'all quarterback. Y'all better hit that ass. Da-da-da. So I finally get up. The doctor feeling it and stuff. He like, you should be good to go. I start warming up with the left hand because we played them on, you know. So, but mind you, they didn't know. We used to be outside in this backyard, your mom backyard, and I'm throwing with the left. Mm-hmm. And I used to say like, yo, you never know. Yeah. You never know, yo. And I'm just practicing. But that's stuff that's in you. Like, nobody told me, Rich, go out there and throw with your left and see what happens. And I get in the game, and I'm throwing little dumps and little 5 yards. And I remember watching the TV cop and the commentator like, this kid can do it all. And he didn't know, like, this thing was a spare moment. Like, I practiced.
You had, it was something that we all admired the most about you, and it was just the way you, nothing really rattled you, yo. You know what I'm saying? And on the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? I remember when we used to go down Headville. I remember we used to go down Headville, yo, and when Headville was popping, yo, and Ronnie, shout out to Ronnie, all them niggas from Headville, yo, Lefty, my man James, rest in peace, yo, all these cats used to be so older than us, yo, hooping hard. And we was what, like 13? Something like that, yo. And we used to stand on the sideline, yo, waiting for the team to lose so we can go play.
If they ain't try to punk us of our winners.
Definitely try to punk us, yo.
You're like, I got winners after you on the black shorts. Like, Rich, go ahead, boy. You ready for this?
That was big. That was big in our era, yo. Like, if you wasn't respected, niggas definitely punked your ass for your winners, yo. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it was that time where they let us on the court.
It was old.
I had a cast on, my nigga. I don't even know if you remember that shit. I had a cast on, hitting jumpers, and you was destroying any motherfucker that stood in front of you, yo. And these cats, remember, we 13 years old. These cats are 20, 25.
Shout out to Ray, too. Ray was out there. Ray Aganola. He was
Ray
Aganola. Getting out there.
Yep. And Richard used to be like, nah, yo, we gonna bust these niggas' ass, yo. And that was his attitude that I could never duplicate that shit, my nigga. I used to admire that shit. A lot of people be like, yo, that nigga Richard carried you, yo. Nigga, I ain't ashamed to say that shit. I ain't ashamed.
No, you did your thing, though.
But I know, but it's like, you was always, I fed off of you, yo. So my thing was this. I was like a soldier where it was like, you looked at me. I wasn't going to say, yo, Richard, I don't care, let's get these niggas. That was your job, yo. I was the nigga that said, yo, all right, let's go get them niggas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you looked at me and said, yo, Brandon, yo, let's go at these niggas, I was always on board, yo. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, let's do it, yo. But you could never be duplicated, and you carried that throughout your whole career, yo. It was like, you didn't care who was in front of you, yo. I remember the pastor. One of the pastors used to try to guard you up at, I don't want to say his name, but one of the pastors used to guard you, yo, and try to look at you like you was a little boy, and you was like, and I used to look at you like, you pastor, yo, and you used to be like, nah, yo, I'm gonna destroy this cat, yo, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't care, yo.
You crossed them out of slippery room,
man. And then the thing about it is, I don't care if it was East Baltimore, West Baltimore, Woodlawn, yo. This cat used to always be on the borderline of fighting, yo. And I used to be like, yo, nigga, you sure you want to do this? Like, we outnumbered.
We going down.
We outnumbered like 12-1. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we was on hoops and you know, this cat was running off at your mouth. You know, and the thing that I admire the most about you, yo, is that you would make cats angry and get in their feelings because you're busting their ass. Mm-hmm. They will respond by talking shit to you, yo. And you would take that ammunition, yo, and shoot that AK right back at him like, yo. And you used to be like, yo, nah, give me the ball back. Come on, yo. Step up here, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And you used to destroy a nigga, yo. And the nigga would just be on a point where he had no point but nothing left but to fight you, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of times I used to say, Rich,
chill out.
It's only me and you in here. Like we can get started out together, but I just want to let you know, on the preliminary, they got 24 over there.
This is the thing. I used to be like, look, they might stomp us out today, but tomorrow gonna be a problem. Tomorrow gonna be a problem. Once I make these phone calls after we come up.
Hey Mo, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
But we all know. I was that cat that was just give you that little line. Because you was in the heat of the moment.
He said, hey, Rich, calm down, yo, chill. I'm like, fuck that, yo, let's go.
Look, I was always the monitor and look around and observe and see cats whispering to each other. And I'm like, oh, he with him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he with that nigga. Okay. And so then next thing you know, I'm like, Rich, yo.
Numbers ain't looking too good right now.
No. The odds ain't no good. The odds ain't cool.
We're going to win this game.
But we just reminiscing, man. And, this I wanted to do this interview because I wanted everybody out there to know Richard Johnson. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because what made us start doing this is because we had about an hour, maybe 2 hour conversation. And me knowing you since we was little, it was things that I didn't know about.
True.
And I said, yo, you got to tell the story. You got to tell the story, man. So I just want to bring, Richard Johnson to the forefront, yo. But let's get back into it, though, yo. But let's go to senior year. Senior year, I think we all became men, right? Mm-hmm. At this point, I don't even think people knew the chemistry that me and you had, yo. All right, and the chemistry that me and you had was basically people didn't know. You would rather shoot a Steph Curry 3 rather than do a layup, as far as passing is concerned, yo. So even if you say
what that mean?
What I mean, where I'm going with this, yo. So if my route was a slant, you would say,
do a 9.
Yeah. Yo, but that's the chemistry we had. The chemistry that nobody knew we had was that run your route, but as soon as I start scrambling to my right or left, just go. Because I want to show people I can throw 80 yards. All right? Yeah. I know, yo. I know my man, yo. So people.
It's entertaining. Like, people don't want to pay this. They're not paying $6 to see you run a slant. You know what I'm saying? They want to see the scramble. They want to see the, creativity.
Facts, yo.
It's entertaining.
Yo,
we were entertainers at high school.
We were, yo. And I remember it was times where you would come to the huddle and say, you didn't say that. You just like it.
I said, yo, get open. Or you'll come in there and be like, Rich, I'll call whatever play. You like, yo, you'll come in the huddle like, I'm doing a cheer. And I'll be like, all right. Then Renard start picking up on it. Renard be like, hey, I'm gonna do a slant and go with the ball bucket. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, Renard. I said, Renard, if you open, I'm like,
Renard, yo.
Renard be like, yo, Rich, I'm gonna do a slant. And then, yo, it's not to the point. He was like, yo, I'm gonna do this and come. I'm like, all right.
And that's the beautiful part about it is that, yo, no matter what it was, your scrambling gave us enough time to do whatever we wanted to do, yo. And it was like, it got to the point our senior year, yo, that they didn't know. I don't even know who was it. Mike Jones that got us into the 4 wide thing. Who got us into that, yo?
Mike Jones and put the audible in.
Mike, shout out Mike Jones, yo.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying? He made me definitely the receiver I became, yo. But he at one point, yo, we were just running 4 wide. 4 wide. You had to watch 4 receivers and Richard Johnson.
First in the county to do it.
Yes,
that year.
Yes.
Nobody's doing 4 wides.
Man, I remember, man, leading up, that whole year we was just dominating catch. It was crazy because, yo, every game leading up to that year, every game in the paper, it was like, Milfordville is tough, but Dundalks, 3-headed monster.
Yeah, I had a running back.
I'm predicting that they're going to run all over Milford. Did they even score?
Mm-mm.
It was like 36-0, yo. We destroyed them. I remember when we got the ball. It was maybe about 14-0 or 21-0. We got the ball on the fumble with like 20 seconds left before halftime, and you said, "Yo, go." You said, "Go." Now at this point, I'm on the line of scrimmage looking at the DB. The DB is like 15 yards off the ball. The safety is cheating, and we still burnt them niggas, yo. Still burnt them, yo. And we was just so dominant, yo. So dominant. But then it came down to our kryptonite, yo. Eastern Tech. A team that we never beat.
Never beat Eastern Tech.
Never beat Eastern Tech. Ever, yo. And soon as we get ourselves riled up for the game, kickoff happens. What happens on the kickoff?
Lawson, brother, returns for a touchdown. Open the
runs to open the kickoff back to the touchdown. We said,
no, it ain't happening this year. We was undefeated.
Yes.
We was undefeated our senior. So I'm like, yo, it's not happening. I looked at everybody on the sideline, and I remember you saying, like, it don't matter, yo, we got to go out there. We got to go out there.
We got to go out
and
there.
I said, yo, I said, Brandon, let's go.
You looked at me.
I said, let's
go. But here's
go.
the kicker, though. You was at least 20 yards away from me, yo. And you looked at me down and said, let's go. And then we fucked them straight up, yo. I had over 150, yo, but I had 2 touchdowns that game. They didn't know what to do with you, yo. Mm-hmm. They didn't know what to do with. I mean, you
coming out
you hit Jameer, you hit Dayron, you hit Renard, you hit me.
I hit Balkabuck.
Hit Balthazar. What was it?
Balthazar.
My man Balthazar, yo. My man Balthazar, yo.
Again, shout out the defense, yo. Shout out y'all defense.
Oh, the defense. Durham.
Shout out them.
Morgan, shout out Morgan. Sims. Quentin. Yeah. Roundtree.
We had some guys.
Jada. Can't leave Jada out. Rodney Evans. All them cats, yo.
Jada?
Yo, we had a different attitude when it came to that game, yo. And the final score, I believe, was we ended up winning by maybe two touchdowns on the field goal, or something like that, yo. But that showed character, yo, because we never beat these cats, yo. And then the opening kickoff deflated us, yo. We was like, oh, here we go again. And then it was like, you was like, nah, yo, let's go.
We winning.
And we went 4 wide the whole game. Where we would complete passes. And then when I watched the videos back, we see the safeties and all of them fussing with each other. We used to see them like this, yo, like yo, the fuck you supposed to be over there? Yo, and then it's like if you guarded us, Richard took off. Mm-hmm. So they didn't have no answer for us, yo, and we just destroyed them cats, yo. And then Randallstown comes along. County championship. At the time, was they 2 or they was 2. We was 3. Mm-hmm. Gilman was the 1. Of course, nobody could play them.
Right.
All right. They came in at 2. We came in at 3. Richard Johnson, it became the Richard Johnson show. Yo. Shout out to Coach Knox, rest in peace, yo. I love you to death, bro. Richard Johnson show, yo.
Yo.
How did you approach that game?
So, leading up to the game, that day I had to take the SAT.
I remember. Yo, we had to go to Randallstown High School.
Had to go to Randallstown High
School. To Randallstown High School, we wore our jerseys. Getting threatened and all type of wild shit.
So, during SAT, shout out my man Ray Chong Lee, Emerson Ave. He next to me.
Ray Chong, my man.
Us two shouldn't be sitting next to each other because neither one of us can look at each other.
Somebody needs
somebody else to
somebody needs to be in the middle.
So Ray Chong sitting there, I'm sitting there. I said, "You're not the person I want next to me because this ain't gonna work." So we taking SAT. Randallstown quarterback. Who was it? I can't. Archie. Yeah. Archie. So I never forget. It was a kid. Like it was like 4 to a table or something, whatever. So a kid say, "Yo, who y'all play today?" Talking to Archie. Archie say, "Bum ass Milford." So I'm already on 10. I start mouthing off. We going back and forth in SAT. The teacher say, "Yo, y'all about to get kicked out." I'm so mad. That's how dumb I am. I'm so mad. I just want them so bad. I just start feeling shit out. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do to him.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do to. I'm feeling shit out. I'm not. I need this SAT to go to college. Right. So I'm just whatever.
I think I scored a 300 on that day.
Yeah, that day it was bad because I never forget. We left out. I get the milk. I tell y'all what happened. I'm like, yo, he running in his mouth. So then Coach Brooks put me to the side. Like, how you do? I just looked him dead in his eye like, we winning.
Game day, man.
Coach Brooks is like,
forget that education shit. We gonna win these niggas out.
The bad boy Coach Brooks said, we're talking about later. Let's get focused. I said, okay.
How much total yards you think you had that day?
It was $4.95. All purpose. I was mad.
I said, what?
$4.95 all purpose.
Yo, bro.
We couldn't miss that day. We couldn't miss.
Yo,
we wanted it.
I'm not lying, yo. That day was that was pure dominance, yo. Pure dominance. And then we somehow Ramstown was scheduled the following week to play us.
Because they fell. They dropped. We went to 1 seed. They went to the last seed. That's why we ended up playing because we was the 1 seed. So we got to turn around, play them in the first round. So you already know, leading up to the game, Randallstown don't know what to do.
No, they was already
so
defeated. They was already defeated.
They was defeated before the game started. Anytime your DNs don't blitz or come upfield, they done. They sat back there and I picked them apart. I said, I don't have to run.
First drive.
Bam.
First drive. Hit me across the middle.
Boom.
For 20. We went down there and straight scored. They was defeated, yo.
They was like,
yo. Oh, man. Then the nightmare happened.
So then the 2-point conversion for the play.
Yeah.
I think they come in blitz, so I'm pop out. You know me. First person got me. I don't never want to go down. So I go down. Boom. So next thing you know, they hit me late. Bow. So crown to crown. Bow. Hit my helmet.
And the 3A North region turned out to be the Richard Johnson show instead. The Millers All-Metro quarterback led his squad to a 48-32 victory. Friday night, the two teams met again in a state quarterfinal showdown. Would the Rams bounce back after their tough defeat? Let's find out from our Dave Goldman, who was there for our Dick's Sporting Goods big game. All-American quarterback Richard Johnson moved his team. Here, a 16-yard pickup with Brandon Thompson. Moments later, it's Jameer Sims on a 5-yard sweep to the left. 6-0 Millers. But they go for 2, and it would cost them big time. Johnson, scrambling, is hit by a host of Rams, led by Wilbur Depp. Johnson would leave the game with a concussion and did not return. The Mills offense was never the same.
So I'm laying on the ground. I'm like instant headache. I'm like, yo, my head is throbbing. So you know how like when you got a headache in the house, you close your eyes. So I just close my eyes like, yo, the pain gonna go away. But really, I don't know my eyes closed that long. So by the time I open them, the doctor there, my mom there, Coach Brooks there, I'm like, yo.
KK.
Yeah, I'm like, shout out to my man KK. So I'm like, my mind, you know, now you like, how long was I down? So I'm like, you wasn't moving. But I'm thinking like a regular headache, when you're home, you just sit still for a minute, like, my head. And I'm thinking I'm popping up. And I'm not moving. So my mind worried. They hit me to the sideline. The doctors, they like, you know, what's the date? I'm like, just give me a second. Because my head was still ringing a little bit. So I'm like, just give me a second. I'm going to get y'all. Give me a second. So then they're like, no, you got to answer me now. And I'm like, yo, give me a second. My head hurt. So they finally come through. I told them what I had on, the day, what I had for lunch, the whole 9. At this point, the doctor already talked to my mom to the side. She was like, I think Richard has a mild concussion. She like, now it's up to you if you want him to play. Because remember, concussions weren't like that.
Yeah.
So they was like, look, it's up to you, mom, if you want him to play.
And at this point, you already had a scholarship.
I was already ranked #1 player in the state of Maryland, yada, 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 all the credentials. So, as any doctor tell any mother, black, white, poor, I don't care what nationality you are, you tell a mother, hey, your son can go back out there, but if he get hit in his head again, he might not wake up. Every mother's like, oh, you're not playing.
Yeah.
So, not knowing I don't know what the doctor told my mom. Yeah. So once I come to, I'm ready. So my mom like, you're not playing no more? Like, mom, what are you talking about? Like, yo, this playoffs, like, what are you talking about? Like, go back to your seat. Yeah. So me and her go back and forth. I'm like, mom, go back to your seat. She's like, you're not playing. So I sit down for a while. You know, as a bad kid, you sit down. I look back, I see my mom go back over the stands. Boom, helmet on. Brooks, put me on defense so I can be out on the field. She ain't coming out on the field. I said, she come out on the field, somebody arrest her. Like, lock her up. Don't allow her to take off the field. I like, lock her up, she go to the field. So Brooks was like, you been cleared? My mama went back to the stands. The doctor went to the other end of the field.
But I remember vividly, though, you not knowing what the day was.
My head was hurting. My head was ringing. Like,
I remember asking you.
You was like, Rich,
where
what's
are we?
today?
I said, where are we?
I said, the football game.
You said, the football game. And I said, well,
you said, oh, you coming too? You come to see, but you ask me like basic shit that I can put around and see. He got me shit like, yo, what you got on? I'm like, bitch, I'm here for. He like, no, he coming around.
He coming around, y'all. You good. You
You got a football uniform. He go, where you at? Come on, Rich. Come on.
How many fingers you got on your hand?
Yo, he like, I'll put my helmet on quick. I saw the press and put me out there in the corner real fast. Brooks, come on. Brooks, look. Shout out to Coach Brooks, man, because he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could just tell by his character. Like, it was more to him about, you know, us than winning at that time, because he could easily like, get out there. Any other coach was like, get your ass out there. Hey, come in. So when he didn't, and I never forget, he's like, all right, give me a second. But he really was bullshit. And never forget, somebody grabbed my shoulder pad hard as shit. I'm thinking it was one of y'all. So I told him, like, my mother like, take your shit off. You're not playing. You ain't got nothing to prove.
She was serious about that.
I was
very serious about that.
So my mom and I didn't talk for the rest of that day. We ended up losing to Randallstown 7-6. Y'all did y'all thing, held it down.
No.
The defense played great. We had 6. They had 7. Cause they ain't scored till the fourth quarter.
No. We went to overtime. It was 6-6. If I'm not mistaken. We went to overtime.
Okay.
Because they
can't field goal.
We scored, but missed the extra point.
Mm-hmm.
They scored at the end of the game, but missed the field goal. So it was 6-6, and we went to overtime. And Archie ran around and jumped over dudes and won the game.
I'm still concussed.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I still concussed. I remember that part. They scored?
They won 12-6.
I thought they won 7-6. I can't stand it.
They won 12-6, Joe. And at this time, yo, being us being kids, yo, we wasn't thinking about health, yo. But we was like, yo, we got a chance to get a ring. Silicon Valley was already afraid of us, yo.
Oh, they was already at the county championship.
They was watching us 3 games ahead of time, yo. And we wouldn't even saw them first round of the playoffs, but they was still worried. They was like, yo, we would have to deal with these dudes, yo. Yeah. But I think, I don't know if Silicon Valley played Emerson that year. I don't know who it was, but whoever Emerson played, they destroyed them.
Emerson played Urbana.
Urbana.
Urbana
murdered them niggas, yo. Oh my God. And Emerson was our brothers, our brothers on, you know, we supported them a lot, and they supported us, yo. Eddie and Justice and all of them, yo.